Good morning, Chevra. Welcome back to the Daily Dose. Here we are. Famous saying of Shimon HaTzadik. Al shlosha dvarim ha'olam omeid, the world stands upon three things. Al HaTorah, al ha'avoda, ve'agmilu chasadim, upon Torah, upon divine worship, divine service, and acts of kindness. So where does this come from? It starts with the avos. What are the three pillars of the people that were the three pillars of Judaism? Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And we start with Torah, which is exemplified by Yaakov. Yaakov sat in tents. He meditated upon the Torah. But more than that, he lived the Torah. He dealt in business. He had family issues. All throughout, he stayed true to who he was as someone who believed, as someone who practiced what he preached. So that's Torah. Avoda, divine service, worship. That's Yitzchak. Yitzchak was about internal devotion to God. Yes, he was an introvert. Yes, he wasn't as outgoing as his father Abraham, but he literally was about being that olat tamim, about being that sacrifice, the person willing to self-sacrifice to God, to go through whatever trials Hashem throws his way and be able to just be mekabel, to accept it with love, to accept it with a sense of understanding that there's a perspective that he doesn't have that God has. And that's why, for me, the ultimate picture of Yitzchak is Yitzchak not just on the mountain at the Akedah, at the binding of Isaac, but davening in the field before his beloved wife Rebecca comes, Rivka comes, right? He's praying. That's what he's about. He's looking for spirituality. He's looking for ways to grow as a person, as a Jew. And finally, Gemilus Chasadim, that's Abraham, right? So it goes backwards, right? Torah, Avoda, Gemil Chasadim, right? Torah is Yaakov, Avoda, Yitzchak, Gemil Chasadim, the final one is Abraham, working its way back. Because that's what Abraham was all about. Abraham is the person who was, when he was sick himself, right, after he had a Brit Milah, after he had circumcision at a very old age, at 99 years old, he's out there wanting to greet guests, right? He's the Achnasat Orchim person. He's the person that started it all. Why? Because he made Judaism feel and look beautiful and sweet and enjoyable. He put a beautiful, positive face on what Judaism represents. It's about being good to people. It's about being warm and welcoming and embracing. That's why he's the last one, because that's where we all come from. Olam chesed yibaneh. The world is built upon kindness. And when we start from that fertile ground of kindness, of goodness, then we have avoda, we have divine service, and we ultimately have Torah, which was really brought into fruition, brought into this world, exhibited by Yaakov, and it's the world as we are, Bnei Yaakov, Bnei Yisrael, that we've inherited to live and enjoy and really bask in throughout our time in this world. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and may we all be zoche to figure out the pillars of Judaism and how we could be a part of them.